So what is next as Egypt continues to find its way? Scott Mcgregor is a former correspondent for Middle East Television and author of the book Eyewitness to Evil, and he joins us this morning. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, so you have some in-depth knowledge of what's been going on over there. It seems like things are calming a little, at least, but let's talk about the future. Where do you see this all going?
Well, I think probably the most ominous warning would probably come from the Prime Minister of Israel, who wrote in his book, A Place Among the Nations, that these democratic movements in the Arab world almost ultimately end up in what's known as a fundamental Islamic regime. Now, the Muslim Brotherhood was founded in Egypt in 1928 by a man named Hassan al-Banna. Hassan al-Banna is a fascist, and what that means is that he believes in world conquest by Islamic fundamentalism. They believe in three principles that make that world up. And the first is they don't believe in the sovereignty of nations. They believe that these are imaginary lines around the earth. And they divide the world into two groups of people. The first group is those who are at peace with Islam by being either under submission of Islamic governments or by being converts to Islam or raised in Islam. And then there's the world of war, what they call the Dar al-Harb, and that means all those outside.
How significant a part will they play in what's going on? I mean, they're at the table now as part of these discussions. We know that there's some anti-American sentiment to what they believe and how they feel. So how significant a part of all of this will they be?
Well, 20% of the parliament in Egypt is represented by them. They're like a huge vulture just waiting to take over. As a matter of fact, yesterday in the meeting that you were talking about, afterwards, I saw a broadcast where I saw the subtitles of it, and they were speaking as though they already owned the movement themselves. That bodes very bad for the United States if that happens. I mean, it's a march towards bad news, bad news.
And let's talk about the U.S. response and what is happening. The Obama administration hasn't said much in terms of Mubarak needs to step down now. They're kind of letting events play out, having Wisner come out and say that Mubarak needs to stay in place. They're trying to distance themselves from that. But what is our role? How should we proceed? How should the administration proceed?
Well, I think we have to proceed with strength. One of the things that's been communicated, I believe, to the Arab world by this administration, I believe that they've communicated a sense of, we want to be nice. And the way that's read is we're inexperienced. We don't know what's going on. We can be taken advantage of.
I think that's the fear a lot of people have, that we're not in control of what's happening.
No, and we need to marginalize this group.
Okay.
Rather than control it.
All right. Well, Scott Mcgregor, thank you so much for coming in. Interesting hearing your thoughts about it.